Always love setting ourselves a bit of a challenge with the impossible phone. It was a tricky one today. You'll find out shortly if it paid off or not. Also, we met Hilda, who's a 105-year-old woman, or soon to be, and she's going to have a big rave for her birthday.
Fun fact, Hilda isn't the oldest person we've ever had on the show.
No, that would be Dexter Kruger, who is the oldest man in Australia ever. He's sadly no longer with us, but he did have very good innings. I think he was like 107, maybe, Ben?
No, I thought it was like 114, right?
114,
surely not. 114.
112.
What?
Yeah, he was
The
batting
Krug train. Let's have a look.
well above his average.
Dexter Kruger.
I reckon, yeah, like 112, right? 114?
112. Because I kept thinking it was 127.
No one's right in the room.
What is it? 109.
Hit the 111.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Oh, 111.
111. So you're closest to the pin bell, but yeah, very good. Yeah, he's not in this.
Sorry,
it's
not
a different woman.
Yeah, not to undersell Hilda.
We have old people like every 2 or 3 years, like really old ones. It's a treat. And also we spoke to a guy who got so drunk he ended up in another country.
Previously on Ben, Liam and Belle.
What don't your kids know about you?
I used to work in a strip club.
Do you think you'll tell them eventually?
He's in the car with me now and was like, "Why are you calling?"
Oh my God!
Embarrassing.
With his mates as well too.
Oh, good. Okay.
And now, live across Australia, this is Ben, Liam and Belle.
Riley, how are you feeling?
I don't really mind.
Yeah, good idea, mate.
Good evening, Australia.
God, this is going to be really tricky, but I'm looking forward to the impossible phone of this evening.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to call us on 132410 for...
Have you met someone from Friends? It's got to be one of the 6, Ross, Rach, Chandler, Monica, Phoebe or Joey, because Monica herself, Courtney Cox, is in the country at the moment. She's been papped in Sydney, just hanging out with her daughter. So maybe you could call right now, 13 24 10. Maybe you had a Monica experience today.
And so we want all 6.
I think we want all 6. Like, we're going to have a problem if, like, tons of people have met Matt LeBlanc, and we're like, we got enough Joeys, all right? We need, like, Phoebe, we need the rest of the cast.
Oh,
like,
my gosh.
So I think, like, doesn't matter when, it's, you know, any time over the last however many years, 30 years since they've been famous, we need all 6 until we can move on. So it could be a very long show because no one has called yet.
This is certainly ambitious, but we're going to roll the dice. 13, 24, 10. Have you met one of the cast members from Friends?
And don't say Gunther, like, no one cares. It's got to be one of the main 6. Mia joins us now. You've met someone from Friends?
I did. I met Ross in New York, which feels very iconic.
Ross! David Schwimmer.
Love that.
We were on a break!
Off the list. Done. Was he nice, Mia?
Yeah, very down to earth. Like, literally was just, walking around the street and someone else noticed him first and was like, "Oh, you're David Schwimmer, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I am."
Yeah, he probably prefers that over, "Oh, you're Ross." Yeah, he would get that too. Okay, we're on a roll here. Julianne, you've met someone from Friends?
Yes, I've met Rachel. So she was...
Sorry, did my back hurt your knife?
Big name. Aniston,
I
locked.
shook her hand.
Oh,
wow.
sorry. I played the audio over you. How did you meet her, sorry?
Well, she was in Sydney to promote the Breakup with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, wow. So, Julianne, were you, did you line up at the premiere or something?
No, I went to the press conference through work because they knew I was a fan in the office. So I was sort of tagging along like a little super fan girl.
Yeah, nice. I mean, this is really good. Amanda, give us a name we haven't had. Have you met someone from Friends?
Yes, I met Matthew Perry.
Yes.
Which one's that in the show?
Chandler Bing.
Chandler Bing.
Chandler Bing.
Oh, bingo. When did you meet Matthew Perry?
It was a few years ago. I was in New York with my best friend and we were waiting at the pedestrian crossing for the lights to turn. And all of a sudden she goes, Chandler!
Oh, God.
What?
Yeah.
That's not the way to do it.
No, I don't. Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's the first time it's happened to him, but it probably, maybe for that morning.
We're trying to get the entire Friends cast on, people who have met the entire cast of Friends individually.
And look, we're halfway there. We've had Rachel, we've had Chandler, we've had Ross. Come on, Jacinda. Give us Monica, give us Phoebe, give us Joey. What do you got?
I wish I could give you them, but I can give you Phoebe's husband, Paul Rudd.
I mean, cool you met Paul Rudd, but it's not one of the big six. Like, in the context of the world, big name. In the context of that show, no one really cared.
True. And you guys have also interviewed him before.
Oh, yeah,
so
we've had Rudd, yeah.
Okay, so let's keep going. 13, 24, 10. This is the impossible phoner. It's supposed to be hard. We've got 3. We need 3 more.
We need Matt LeBlanc, Lisa Kudrow, or Courtney Cox. And as we said, we're not moving on until we have all 6.
Really?
It's a promise we've made to ourselves. So if you've met one of them, 13, 24, 10. Kelly, have you met one of the ones we're looking for?
Yes, I have. Courtney Cox.
Was it today?
Oh, no. Actually, it was last year, beginning of last year, at a champagne tour in the south of France. She was on our tour.
Amazing. So, Kelly, you've met Monica. That's great.
Smelly cat, smelly cat.
Is that not the right one?
You pressed the Phoebe button. So you went a little early on that,
Can you
mate.
tell that Ben hasn't watched Friends?
Yeah. Before I went and said all the actors' names, it's like, can we get the actors' names for him? Like, oh, God.
Okay, so you met Monica.
Welcome to the real world. It sucks. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, not as good as the grab a smelly cat. So I'm hoping Julian maybe met Phoebe Buffet.
Who did you meet from the Friends cast?
Joey.
Oh,
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Did he say the line for you?
No, he didn't. He was. We were riding motorcycles in California. It was a long time ago, but he likes to ride motocross, and he was there having a ride, and I went up, shook his hand, and got a photo, and
Oh, mate, that's awesome. Thank God that someone with some credibility around here is listening. He's just got off air. I'm assuming he's listening in the car. Joel Creasy, how you doing?
Hello, I'm good. Don't worry, I'm on hands-free. I am a famously terrible driver. I'm on hands-free, but I thought I might be able to help you out.
Ooh. Yeah?
Now, look, I've got to admit, I wasn't a huge Friends watcher, so that was really great when I met Phoebe from Friends in Montreal.
The 6!
Thank you.
Oh, how was she?
She was divine. We did a comedy panel together, so it was fantastic sitting next to someone who's been on the greatest sitcom of all time, and I'm trying to talk about my, gig at the Melbourne Comics Lounge. It was a real nice comparison.
Yeah, and because Joel, that's the thing, we don't get many stars on Late Drive. Have you had any other celebrities on there you can talk about?
Oh my gosh, I could go on all day, but normally Blackers fades me out.
Yeah, fair.
Not here, Joel. We'll take it.
Chappelle, does that impress anyone?
Good.
And
Pretty good,
Joan Rivers. I'm trying to think who else. Amy Schumer, Ray Romano.
Bloody good. Oh, we could do call up if you've met the whole cast of Everyone Hates Ray. Everyone Loves Ray. Be like, yeah, sorry, yeah. I was thinking Everyone Hates Chris. It's Everyone Loves Ray. It's like, yeah, I knew the brother with the deep voice, or like I knew the grandma.
Joel, mate, we appreciate you calling while you're driving home. Drive safe, okay?
I mean, I've done my exhausting 2-hour shift, so thank you. I'm off to bed.
Make sure you send the boss a bill for coming on late. See you, Joel.
Thanks, Joel.
You're listening to Young Kings, Ben and Liam. Oh, yeah, Belle's there too.
Now, I think if you make it to 80, you're doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
If you make it to 90, that's exceptional. If you make it to 100, that's unbelievable. What about 105? That is...
Good. Round of applause. You remember when you got that letter from the Queen? That was 5 years ago. Yeah.
When you make it to 105, you can do and ask for whatever you want.
I think so.
And that's exactly what our next guest has done. Hilda is her name. She's from the UK. Got 105th birthday coming up this week, and she wants a rave.
Oh, yeah. Double drop some blood thinners and get the place rocking. Hilda actually joins us via Zoom over in the UK right now. How are you keeping, Hilda?
Keeping very well, thank you.
We hear for your 105th birthday, you're planning a big rave party. Is that true?
We're having a rave. Whatever a rave is, I don't know yet. I'm learning.
Well, look, I've heard there's going to be glow sticks, there's going to be DJs, there's going to be music, there's going to be dancing, Hilda.
I'm glad there's music.
Do you have a go-to dance move, Hilda?
Dance move?
Yeah, do you have a move that you do?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I love it.
What do you do?
Yeah.
What's your go-to?
Eh?
What's your go-to dance move?
I used to, when I was younger, I did quite a lot of ballroom dancing, which I loved. I danced for years while I was able to. I'm still jive a bit now if I can, but not as much as I used to.
Hilda, do you think at your party you'll be having some chocolate cake?
Oh, I bet I will.
And some Baileys.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, some Baileys.
I'll have a bit of a do anyway. I'm still here, batting on.
Yeah. Well, look, you have an infectious spirit, Hilda. We love talking to you because it is a rave party. We have some current rave songs. We were wondering if we could get your thoughts on whether we would play some of these at the rave party or not.
Have a listen to this, Hilda.
Sorry.
Have a listen to this.
Yeah, I haven't a clue yet.
What do you think, Hilda? Do you like that one?
Yes, I don't mind.
All right. Yeah, okay. All right. A bit of free to bet. Is there anything maybe more hard style that might get Hilda moving for a 105th rave?
Don't really know. I keep batting, and that's all that matters to me at the moment.
Well, Hilda, we really appreciate you coming on, and you have a great birthday, okay?
Okay, love, thank you.
Oh, what a treat.
Very sweet. Thanks, Hilda. I must admit, I didn't have that on my bingo card, playing Showtech to a 105-year-old.
Yeah, but she seems so with it as well.
After BAFTA, it's the Ben Liam and Bell podcast. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
Hilda, turning 105 this week in the UK. She just joined us on the show.
Yeah, 13/24/10. How out of control did the party get? Because as we just heard, Hilda in Derbyshire over in the UK, it's going to get out of hand. 105-year-old birthday, having a rave.
Yeah.
And we all know raves. They get a little crazy.
Mm.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe the police were called. Maybe you ended up on a current affair. I mean, that'd be pretty good.
That's true. Yeah, maybe you did a Corey Worthington.
Phil joins us now. How big was your party?
Hey, legends, how you doing?
Good, mate. Go for it.
That's the way. Hey, okay, look, I had a bit of a Project X moment. I was supposed to be taking care of my mum's house. I was, 20, and thought, let's have a cheeky party, and invited a few mates, thought we'd have a pretty good thumping party, so nearly 100, and what turned to be a thumping good 100 turned into over 1,000, probably actually close to 2,000, right? And it got so out of control. I look at the front, and the whole street is just people, and there's people doing burnouts in cars, street racing, donuts, monos on motorbikes. Yeah. The cops obviously rocked up, and the fire brigade rocked up, and the ambulances rocked up. Whoa. They mass evacuated people. So when the cops are like, hey, do you know all these people? Do you want them all here? And we're like, no. So they go and put everyone you want to keep in the house, in the rooms. We're like, okay, cool. And what we did was we got them to evacuate the girls first, and then all the guys were like, oh, it's no girls. So they left pretty quick, right?
Unreal, Phil. Thank you so much for your story. That's insane.
No worries, legends.
See you, Phil. How out of control did the party get? I've been to a few myself. Grew up in the country. I remember once we're having a big bonfire. You know what bonfires are, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just checking.
I know we city slickers foul, but we still know what bonfires
I've
are.
had a bonfire in my time.
Yeah, but your bonfires would be like little. This was like a big bonfire.
Like his bonfires, there'd be dudes jumping over it and throwing deodorant cans in it.
Yep. So it was like 20 metres by 20 metres, like massive bonfire.
Right. Yeah.
And I remember my mate's dad started showing off in his full drive. He started driving through the bonfire in his car.
That's fun.
And in one attempt, didn't make it all the way through, jumped out onto the bonnet, jumped off, car stayed in the bonfire, blew up.
That's not true,
That's
Ben.
true. That's true. Why would I lie
car
about that?
actually blew up.
Literally.
Like the petrol, like the fuel tank. Like,
It was a
exploded.
car in a bonfire. It blew up.
I've never.
What was it, like a bush bashing car? Or was it like
it was
day to day?
It was an older car that worked.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so country of you. Did everyone start firing guns in the air after that?
13, 24, 10. Renee, good evening. Now, this was your brother's party. How out of control did it get?
It got pretty bad. My whole family and I were away except my brother. He decided to throw a party. He went out the front to check on somebody, and people in the house locked him out and trashed our whole house.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun. Look at the nerd whose house we're using.
They're not his friends.
Yeah, they're not. I really hope he doesn't see those people anymore.
Yeah. Also, if it's your house, probably like have a spare key around
You'd
somewhere.
think, or you know there's one under the gnome or something like that. I don't know. Beck in Sydney, how out of control did your party get?
Super out of control. I went to my first house party ever at 18 and got super drunk. I was pouring alcohol on people's faces and I was asking people to see their wand.
Okay, was it sort of a Potter themed event? Or?
Yes.
Right, that was
Harry
key.
Potter
That
theme.
was key, that information. Okay.
It doesn't sound that out of control, but also the way you, the way you delivered that.
Did you see any, Beck?
I can't remember because I was so drunk.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Hopefully
I hope you didn't see the Elder Wand.
Is that an old person's wand?
Well, it's the most powerful wand of all if you're familiar with the franchise. But it also has sort of a double meaning. I was sort of like an elderly person.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
me. You get me. We're all having fun here. Liv, how out of control did the party get?
You there, Liv?
Olivia?
Well, I went for the kind of, we're all friends here, you know, we're sort of giving you a bit of a nickname, but maybe you've not heard that abbreviation of Olivia before, but
We're
yes.
not friends yet.
No,
okay?
that's fair, that's fair. I will use your full name, Olivia, and I'm Liam. You can call Ben Ben. Belle does like Belle, that's the shortened version. Isabella, not really her preferred, but now we're all sort of set on everyone's names. Rip into your story.
So basically, I went to a 21st party before the lockdown, and there was meant to be like 100 people. More people like rocked up. There's like 200, 300 people there. And they ended up breaking the pool, and the whole house ended up getting flooded. They had to like call the fire brigade because like they couldn't deal with like how much water was going everywhere. It was like crazy.
Oh my God, how did they break the pool? Was there just like too many people in it and the water sort of started overflowing or something? Or?
Like they had like a tennis court, like the pool, like a soccer pitch, like it was crazy.
Pitch. What kind of house party was this? Were you at Pablo Escobar's house? I get that, yeah, rich people have pools and really rich people have tennis courts, but having a full-scale soccer pitch as well? Oh, my God.
Olivia, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Don't call her Liv, mate.
I
all right?
know.
She prefers Olivia.
I know.
We've got one last call from Sahaj. How out of control did the party get?
I started celebrating in India and woke up in another country.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it was 2007 and 8 New Year's party. Started partying in India almost all of 31st. And then apparently I was so blackout drunk by the night, I don't remember. I was told this the next day when I woke up in Pakistan.
I mean, we've all had big nights, but not many of us have got so blind we've woken up in Pakistan and we're going, how did that happen?
Yeah, apparently the things were still peaceful between the two countries, and they had opened up the borders for 5 hours for a cultural exchange, and we were supposed to go basically look at a cultural event and come back.
Yeah.
I slept off in the hotel lobby, and the whole party came back, and I was just left behind.
That's unreal.
You've been drunk, but have you ever been woke up in Pakistan drunk?
That's
Thanks,
awesome.
Sahaj.
Thanks for your call, mate.
You like that feeling in your ear holes? That's the Ben, Liam and Bell podcast.
Bit of a big one at the moment, 13, 24, 10. Do you not know who the father is of one or multiple of your children? You can remain anonymous, 13, 24, 10. We want to do this tonight because you may have seen the news. Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue of OnlyFans fame, they have both come out online saying that they are now pregnant. You might recognise these names because these were the girls that wanted to be with 1,000 men in a day.
Yeah, and that's hard to track down. I mean, even that's a tough shift for someone working for Ancestry.com to work out who the father is.
True.
And also, if even if you could, that kid growing up would have to know that their dad was one of the 1,000 people that lined up for that whole fiasco, which is just wild that it even happened in the first place. And it actually did.
And the odds are against you, and the stats don't lie. Like, if you have 1,000 guys, chances are you're probably going to get pregnant. You can try all you want, but with the percentage of probability, you're probably going to be pregnant. So some people online are saying, nah, it's not real, it's fake, they're not pregnant. But I don't know. See, I look at it, I'm like, yeah, no, that seems legit if they both are. But 13, 24, 10, do you not know who the father is? We'd love to hear from you. And like I said, you can remain anonymous, and we do have prizes up for grabs.
Well, it's not even like, I mean, this is obviously an extreme example, but I suppose if you're single and maybe you're seeing like 2 or 3 different people at a time, and then you end up pregnant, and then you're just like, oh, well, I'm not going to spend the rest of my life with those people, but I want to keep the baby. That's a very real thing that could happen.
13 24 10 is our number. Give us a buzz. Do you not know who the father is?
Anonymous in Brisbane, good evening. You don't know who the father is of one of your kids?
No, not entirely.
Right. Is there like a group of people that it could be, and you just didn't really care to work out which one it was?
One of two. I was 17 when I fell pregnant, and I just kind of picked who I thought was going to be the best person and went with that.
Oh, wow.
Right. And does that person know?
No, they have no idea.
Whoa.
But the second person I ended up marrying, the one I didn't pick.
Oh, my gosh. They actually could be the father.
Yeah, so the one that I married knows. He's aware of the situation. We've had the conversation. But it's not a can of worms we want to open up right now. So
yeah, of course. Do you mind us asking, Anon, does the kid know, or we've never talked about it, sort of thing?
We've never really talked about it. She's 14 now, so we're kind of getting to the point where it's starting to become a conversation.
Yeah.
But I think we're just going to leave it and wait for her to make the decision if she wants to look into it. She already has a strained relationship with the person who they think is dad, I guess.
I get you.
But my husband's treated her like his own from day one, so we've just
that's
done
great.
that.
That's good. Can you tell, Anon, when you look at them though? Can you tell from the features? Like, surely you can kind of lean one way or the other.
I do, and then something else, I'll look at it a different way and I can see it the other way. She looks a lot like me, which makes it a lot harder.
Yeah.
But I suppose it's also that thing of like, as long as she's in a good family now, your husband has obviously raised her well with you. I mean, who cares, right? Like, she might later on, but it doesn't really matter right now.
Not proud of it, but, I was 17 and did what I thought was right at the time, and
If only you picked the guy who then you ended up marrying.
I know.
Oh, well, thank you so much for giving us a call tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're listening to Len, Beam and Lel.
Hi, it's Tom Hanks here, and this is Ben, Liam, and Belle's Pick the Flick. Me and Jenny was like peas and carrots.
Oh, love you, Tom. What a great film, hey? Forrest Gump. It was very expensive to get him to do that, but yes, Pick the Flick. I have 3 blurbs of films in front of me. Mitch in Sydney, who would you like to play against? Will it be Ben or Belle?
I'll go up against Belle.
All righty.
All right,
people have been
Mitch.
picking Ben lately, so Belle and Mitch. We have gone for breakup films because tomorrow, statistically, it's breakup day. It's a week after Valentine's Day. Supposedly it's when most people break up. Okay, first film, buzz in with your name when you think you know it. 2 people navigate the end of their relationship, discovering themselves in the process of letting go. A carefree Hawaiian getaway takes an awkward
Belle.
turn. Yeah,
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
she's done it.
Nice.
Point
That is a
for
breakup
Belle.
film, isn't it?
It is. He's trying to forget her, and then she's in there with Russell Brand. You sound like you're from London. Great movie. Okay, Mitch, you're going to need this one to stay in it. Otherwise, Belle could wrap it up in 2, okay?
Okay.
All right. Two people navigate the end of their relationship, discovering themselves in the process of letting go. A no-nonsense journalist embarks on an undercover experiment to prove how easy it is to sabotage a relationship. Yeah, Mitch.
How to lose a guy in 10 days.
Done it! Whoa! Ding, 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 ding. Okay, match point. Is it going to be Mitch? Is it going to be Belle?
Is that a breakup film? I'm just throwing that out there.
It is. Stop putting holes in the game, Belle, and concentrate on your answer. Two people navigate the end of their relationship, discovering themselves in the process of letting go. Seems to be a common theme with these films. Yeah. Based on the best-selling memoir of the same name, a woman's long-term boyfriend suddenly dumps her. She then heads on a wild journey.
Eat, Pray, Love.
Done it!
Way!
That's the dub! 2-1!
Sorry, Mitch. Sorry.
No, you played a good game, and you really celebrated the win there. But you got it. You got it. It feels good when you get a win.
I thought it was 50 Shades of Grey.
What?
That's not. Do they break up in that?
I don't know.
No, they literally just find love and have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What are you?
Yeah,
doing?
we'll do sex room films next week. Yeah.
And that's it!
Like that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Belle.